welcome back to Reality Water Cooler, where we rechat all of the reality TV gossip that's going on. There is so much. I could talk for an hour and a half about Tori freaking Spelling. Y'all, get comfortable in comments. What a day. Jeff Lewis live, Taylor Armstrong, Doug Budin. There is so much to chat about. I hope you're having an amazing day. I had some mom duties today. High school registration stuff is going on, junior high pickups and IDs and blah, blah, blah. So I was a little bit distracted with my mom duties. Thank you so much to y'all that sent me the information, since I was having fun yesterday with some mom duties at a fake lake thing here in Houston area. And y'all sent me the recording that Ryan O'Connell said about Jeff Lewis being single for the last 2 weeks. That is making the rounds everywhere on social media. But thank y'all for letting me know about that, because I wouldn't have been able to listen. I would have missed it. So I really appreciate when y'all send me information on the DM, a video, an audio. A link is always even better, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Get comfortable in comments. If you are new, we want to know where you're from, what you loved about the show, any questions you have. Let's keep saying there's a question, but I don't see one. Do you keep in contact with Cheryl from Bare Eyes? She contacts me. That's all I'll say. Okay, let's get started. There is so much to chat about with shout out news. Okay, y'all. Tori Spelling, what in the actual hell? So I guess this came out last night on Daily Mail. I saw it somewhere on some weird account, and I was not even able to focus. That's all I could think about was my son was, getting a book turned in, thank goodness, and taking that fee off of his high school thing and getting his ID tag and all sorts of other crap at the high school with me. And all I could think about was Tori Spelling with her 5 kids, because I've got 5 kids, living in this RV at Ventura Beach. And there's 45 or something photos and a video of from the paparazzi on this Daily Mail article. If you Google Daily Mail Tori Spelling, it'll come up. It came out late last night, apparently, but I didn't see it till this morning. There's no cameras anywhere. So it's not like she's doing a reality show. What in the actual hell? I've recapped this. I made a story on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, so check there. But I want to know your thoughts. Somebody mentioned drugs or something crazy. I can't imagine that's what's going on. I think if something that extreme and horrific was going on, that somebody would, come in to help. We know she doesn't have a great relationship with her mom, Candy Spelling. Even when Candy Spelling and Josh Flagg were on Jeff Lewis Live, last month, she didn't even know about it from her own mom. Jeff had to text her and say, "Hey, I've got your mom on tomorrow." I'm like, that shows you they don't even chat about stuff like that, because that would be something big. Hey, I know you go on the Jeff Lewis Live show, y'all are friends, and now I'm going on for the first time. And they didn't even chat about it. So, definitely weird, right? Oh my gosh. I don't know what to think. I'm just so disappointed. N.W. Shelley, she's a mess. Dr. Drew needs to do an intervention as a life coach. Yeah, I feel and everyone is commenting she needs to work. Candy needs to help her. Candy's a monster. We don't know all this stuff. So we don't know. I said this and I got a lot of crap for it on Instagram or TikTok, but I don't care. Dr. Phil says you can't fix money problems with money. And I agree with that. If somebody is not financially responsible or mature, paying their bills, getting them out of debt is never going to help them. They're just going to go right back in, and they won't feel in control. They won't have their skills to go forward. So do I feel like she should be living in this RV with her y'all, her kids are 16, 15, 10, 11, and 6. That is crazy. They are all old enough to know what they used to live in all these rental houses before. And they're old enough to know, I assume they've been to Grandma Candy's, high rise in the sky or whatever they call it. But they go to these private schools and they have all these wealthy friends and stuff. What are they thinking now living in this RV on the beach? I don't even understand. Eating bags of chips, shopping at Walmart. There's no way all the stuff she owns, all the clothes and the boots and No, Dean is not with them. I think they're going through a divorce. Yeah. Exactly, Dolly girl. Your sister-in-law doubled her salary. It still is always broke. So it's not Oprah. Oh, I love quoting these people. Oprah Winfrey used to say, the more money you have, the better sheets you buy. And what that means is the more money you make, you just buy nicer things, right? Like you nicer vacations. You bump up your room to that, patio room or, balcony room on the cruise. You bump up the quality of your sheets. You buy more expensive shoes instead of like the $30 shoes. I mean, you don't fix money problems with money, but it's alarming. It's crazy. Um, yeah, you just spend more money, right? Candy hinted at the fact that there is more to the story. If Candy defends herself against the accusations against her, it would look bad on Tori. Yeah, and I don't even know. Is Candy even big on Instagram? Is she even seeing all this? Does she know Daily Mail? I mean, I know that Josh Flagg is. So, clearly people, Tori is huge on Instagram. She is always working. Matter of fact, a week or two ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, she and her best friend Jenny Garth from 90210, they have like this home collection together, and they were doing like this Christmas in July on QVC. Well, um, Jenny Garth was in Florida at the QVC place, but Tori Spelling was like zooming in or Skyping in on it. So I don't even know where she was at. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all think Candy is well aware of what's going on. It's just crazy. It's sad. I've been a huge fan of hers. I mean, my husband surprised me with a cameo from her, like my birthday of 2021. I mean, she's so sweet. I always see her as hardworking. I don't see her as one of these like rich lady, what are the nepotism, nepo babies that are like sitting around never working. I feel like she's always working, always hustling, yet there doesn't seem to be any coins in the bank. I don't even know that she's ever owned a home. She has always rented and moved around, which, that's not great for kids either, with having 5 kids and all these animals just, moving every time the mortgage goes up or the rent goes up. I mean, I think she said she moves a lot of times because of all the animals and she gets in trouble with the HOAs. I hate to say it, but do you think she's playing the victim? I mean, trust me, there is a Facebook reel that's going crazy. It just won't die out. My Facebook page and group is called Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Um, it's the story where TMZ caught her, I don't know, coming out of Target a few weeks ago. And there's so many sides to that, but a lot of people are commenting saying, y'all, she has a history of contacting the paparazzi. I don't know this to be true or not. How would we ever find out the truth, right? Unless someone at TMZ told me. I mean, which they haven't. I don't even ask them. I wouldn't even know how to do that. But yeah, did they just randomly find her at the Target, in LA or wherever coming out? I don't know. And then I made a comment saying, hey, the paparazzi is just doing their job. And I agree with that. I mean, they do have a job, whether you want to call it a job or not. That is their job, is to get celebrities to talk. If she wouldn't have said anything, this wouldn't have been a story anywhere. The same thing with Kyle Richards getting caught at the gas pump. If she wouldn't have said anything, there would have been no story on that. You know what I mean? The houses she was renting are probably $10,000 a month or more. Money goes quick. Yeah. She may be playing the broke card, and when Dean is gone, her mother joins and helps her out. So we did hear on Jeff Lewis Live recently that, she made no bones about it. She made some comments. She's definitely happy that Dean is on his way out, I suppose. I did see some story that said, and I'm kind of surprised TMZ didn't pick this story up. I kind of respect TMZ more than I do Daily Mail, but clearly Daily Mail article has like 45 pictures, y'all. And you can hear the paparazzi on the video, like snap, snap. So I have to assume she saw this. I mean, but I respect her in the fact that she's doing what she needs to do. It's just alarming that she's in a situation where she doesn't have family and friends, or she's in a situation where her pride or her whatever is preventing herself from allowing family and friends to help her. I mean, at some point, you got to wonder how freaking safe an RV is. I mean, one of the kids is 6 years old, y'all. That is little. I mean, it's just a lot. Just another Hollywood plan, 100%. She knows damn well this is going to pay off for her. But how's it going to pay off? I mean, even if she does a reality show, is she going to do well with the money that she makes from the reality show? You know what I mean? Hot mess. Tori is playing Alice in Texas Land. I don't know what that means. Let me know what that means. I mean, I love a good Texas reference. So where's Dean when Tori and the kids were living in $100 motels and campers? He's not much of a father to allow his kids to live like that. Make no bones about it. I think Tori always was the breadwinner in that marriage, right? It seemed like she was always the one out hustling and doing shit. I mean, she's had so many reality shows, so many product lines, things like that, books. Now she has a housewares line. I forget what it's called, but it's her and Jenny Garth that are like best friends together. So it's just crazy. Give me your thoughts. If you're watching on the replay, I still want to hear what you think. Do not think that because you can't join live that we don't want to hear what you think. Make sure to like my videos. Make sure to comment. I would really, really appreciate it. We hit 20,000 subscribers, y'all. That is so many amazing chumpettes on YouTube alone. I think I hit 15,000 followers on Instagram today or yesterday. I don't even remember. And I have like 38,000 on TikTok. So our community is growing, but we only do that the more you like and comment on things and share if you have friends to share it with. Darla says you lived in your RV for 6. Okay, but that was optional. Like, I don't think she's living in an RV with 5 young kids that probably go to private school. Like, I just can't even imagine. Like, you're just going from this lifestyle to, I mean, that's just crazy. But let's face it, there's a bunch of crazies out there. And, people with Tori Spelling, you don't want the only thing that's protecting you is the janky ass door from an RV. No security system, windows that can be broken into. I mean, you never know. Not that a man needs to save anybody, but I'm just saying there's no protection, very little protection in my eyes of a celebrity like that, a mom with her 5 young kids in an RV on a beach. Anyways, crazy. Okay, I'm going to touch on the Lizzo thing. She did respond, make this big long post. Everyone, of course, says it's probably a PR person that wrote it. If they did, she needs a refund because they could have been a lot more just a little more. I don't know. It was very like, bam, I didn't make a mistake. My dancers know they did wrong. My former employers, blah, blah, blah. But there was like 11,000 comments. There's probably a gazillion now, but 2 hours into it when I saw it this morning, Andy Cohen liked the post. Now, granted, I tend to like a lot of comments that people make on my stuff. Sometimes I can't read them all. Sometimes I don't even agree with them. So I'm not pulling a Heather McDonald, Justin Martindale alleged feud situation. I'm just saying I like the comments just to let people know, hey, I saw it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Andy Cohen liking this Instagram post means he agrees with her, he's siding with her, or if he's just, scrolling through and liking. But we know he's well aware of this because I heard him talk about it yesterday on Andy Cohen Live with the Smith sisters and John Hill. And they all mentioned they've never really heard any rumblings of all this stuff, these accusations. So maybe they really are just upset former employees, who knows? But as a lot of people say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So the truth will come out eventually, right? Okay, speaking of truth, Kelly Dodd is a truth cannon. I finally got to watch most of the Rick and Kelly show this morning. She goes off on Bravo. If you watch What Happens Live last night, it was excellent with Vicky Gunvalson and Shannon Bedore and the manager who was at the Quiet Woman when my friends and I went in January of this year. And of course, we asked to sit at the Shannon Bedore table and it was busy. But we sat at this other amazing booth that we got to see everyone, including Bobby Boyd was having dinner with some girlfriends. We saw that. It's not really a restaurant, y'all. It's really more of a bar. And we were there on a Saturday night. It definitely turns into a hot spot. I mean, no wonder the housewives go there all the time. Vicky says, oh, my new boyfriend, Michael and I go there 2 to 3 times a month. They want to be recognized, y'all. Give me a break. It's a very small place. It's not like they're going to not be recognized. They probably take 1 million pictures. They probably get free dinner. It's great for the Quiet Woman. It made me go. I mean, definitely that scene made me think when I go to the OC and rent a house with my friends on Newport Beach, my Jeff Lewis friends, we are definitely going to the Quiet Woman. And we did. It was so hysterical. If you did not watch What Happens Live last night, go watch it and make sure you watch the after show also. I could have made 10 stories about it. It was so good, but I was so tired. and I just couldn't, right? I wear one contact so I can see up close, and it was just dried out and it was pissing me off. So I just had to finally go to bed at like 2 in the morning. But anyways, on the Rick and Kelly show, she's talking about how the manager said something like she's her least favorite person there because he doesn't give her all the attention that she demands. Well, clearly she didn't love that. So she spews out at him as like, they only allowed this comment because Bravo clearly hates me. It was crazy. But then she does say on the later episode they put out of the OC recap, which I haven't yet watched, they do say, she does say that Vicky and the manager reached out and sent a video to them later, her last night, and like apologized, and all was good. So who knows? It still was not good for her to have that information out there, right? But another thing is Rick and her totally start reading all these emails or stuff from the tenant that is renting out their Hamptons place. It's super rude, y'all. I mean, if this tenant catches wind of this, she's probably going to move out. Like, it was awkward. I was like, y'all should not be saying this crap on your TV show on YouTube, like crazy. So go check that out. Speaking of crazy, there was so much going on. Today's Jeff Lewis Live is Taylor Armstrong from OC, formerly Beverly Hills. Kind of weird, right? And Doug Budin, who I adore. He is at the airport now. I've seen his seen that he got there okay. I was DMing with him a little bit. I felt really sorry for Kelly. Never seen her cry like that before. Just me. Wait, when did Kelly cry? Kelly Dodd? Okay, tell me more about when she was crying. That's on a YouTube comment. Like I said, I haven't watched it all yet. On the OC? Wait, what? Anyways, okay. I thought Taylor was good on the show. I thought she came out super thirsty at the beginning, like bringing up the bisexual thing. I'm like, you know, a one lick, 2-year relationship, whatever it was she had. It's almost like Patty. Like, I was a lesbian for 2 years. It's like, is that really being a lesbian? I mean, I don't know what it is, but Kelly was crying this morning. Wait, on the OC recap? That's the one I haven't yet watched, but I've got another big mom duty in this afternoon, so I don't know if I'll be able to watch it. Okay, y'all have to tell me and send me a video if you can. Screen record your thing. That's sad. I don't want anybody to cry though. Okay. They did get into all the details about, I guess Taylor wrote a book, which does sound familiar. They did talk about it on the Jeff Lewis After Show, which we will chat about in a minute. Oh, okay. Maybe I haven't watched the end of the smash yet. So she must cry at the end. I got to the point where what was the last thing I saw? I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't think about anything this morning but Tori Spelling. Once I saw that when I was at my son's high school, I was like, oh my God, like it was crazy. Anyways, but Taylor wrote a book, which they talk about on the Jeff Lewis After Show. Has anyone read this? I'm kind of curious what all she says. I think I vaguely remember that when her husband, Russell, hurt himself permanently, however you want to say that, I didn't know that his business partner did it the next day also. So that's just horrible all around, right? The recap, she cries. Okay. Which they said was going to be put up at 12 Pacific, but I heard that before because 12 Pacific is 2 p.m. Central Time where I'm at in Texas. And it was up hours before that. So they really put it up early, which is smart because they know people are listening, for the OC recap for sure, especially after that comment from Watch What Happens Live. I did think it was weird, not weird. So Julie and Brandy are just not the most into social media, right? Like they don't seem to like stuff and comment a lot, things like that. But Julie had never seen this cat meme that is like so popular with Taylor Armstrong. I thought that was super weird that she had and she's super into cats. Like, she's like, I mean, if I've seen it, I forgot about it. I'm like, okay, you would not forget about it if you're anywhere on social media. That was kind of weird. Heather McDonald is coming back on Watch What Happens Live with Jeff Lewis. I mean, she's coming back on Jeff Lewis Live. I have to admit, I kind of thought when she said she never would, that she would stick to her guns because I thought her ego would be like, F you, I don't need you. Juicy Scoopers and Chomps are some hardcore ass fans. Sometimes they agree on things, sometimes they go against each other. God knows this whole Megan Weaver and Heather McDonald feud really got people like me that are fans of both, that really had us both like, shit, where's our allegiance, go. But I just didn't put myself in that situation. I just was respectful and honest. Like, I didn't like this about what Heather said. I didn't like this about what Megan said. I thought Heather handled this well and I understood this. There's things about like Megan's apology that I respected and understood. So I don't know. I think it was a big mess. I definitely don't think there's a hope for a reunion there. But tell me in comments, anyone else over the last couple of days, especially Megan's birthday on the video, the Jeff Lewis videos for sure. I'm just sensing tension between Megan and Jeff Lewis. He mentioned today again about her birthday and hurt feelings and how just inviting 10 or 20 people cannot affect your money, your budget for the birthday party so bad that you would hurt your chump's feelings. I don't know. I just thought it was going really deep. I think there's some more stuff going on. And I am like Jeff. If money were no object, I would invite all my close friends. I did a Instagram story poll the other day, and it kind of went equal to everyone. I like parties where I invite everyone. I like getting all my friends together to meet each other. I like doing separate parties where I can kind of make sure everyone gets along and we're all on the same page. And sometimes I'm just like, screw it. My birthdays aren't big to me. I don't really care, just like Jeff Lewis. So I don't know. He bought her a $3,000 bag. Yeah, but $3,000 is really nothing to him. You know what I mean? Like, no offense, but if I had Jeff Lewis money, that's just like a normal gift for a close friend. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he buys that kind of thing for everyone. Is it because he's in New York when she planned the party? I mean, there's that, but the fact that everyone always wants to be invited, it doesn't matter if you have to say no or not. You know what I mean? That's another good reason she could have invited. She knew he was going to be in New York and would say no. But maybe this party has been planned a long time, this ferry party, before he even had his dates for New York finalized. I don't know. Just tell me your thoughts. I really feel like something's a brewing there. I can sense it. Just like I've been sensing, and we've all been wondering what's going on with Jeff and Stu. So the whole reality check thing that Ryan O'Connell said, a caller calls in, shout out, let me know if you were the caller that called in, on the Jeff Lewis after show, and they asked Brandy and Julie. Well, Brandy and Julie are making it very known that they're on strike 2, whatever they keep getting in trouble for from Jeff. They are trying to get their shit together and keep their jobs. They would not answer it though. They really went quiet. They sort of answered it later because when they go into this thing, they're talking about steps on becoming single. They mentioned Chef Stu playing like was it a Taylor Swift song or something? And they were like, Stu, don't do all that. You're looking all lonely and all this kind of stuff. So they sort of answered the question later, if you ask me. But when that caller called in to specifically ask about the Ryan O'Connell thing, they sort of acted like, oh, we don't know. We're in trouble by Jeff right now. So he's really not telling us stuff, but bullshit. If Ryan O'Connell knows, that means a lot of the chumps know. I'm still confused why Joey and Patty acted like they didn't know anything, because now if y'all saw my story, I posted the pre-show of the Jeff Lewis video last night. Jeff, I mean, is so cruel about about Stu. I mean, there's no way they're together, or no way they weren't in a huge fight if he said all that stuff. So I'm like, if Patty and Joey heard all that at the pre-show, why did Patty especially keep going on for the whole show, acting like Stu was in Jeff's life? It was so, and Jeff never corrected her. It was so crazy. Jeff would be crazy to fire them. Right now, he only has 3 live shows and they host 2 of them. Yeah, Flipping Out Fridays and 5 days a week of the after show. What did he say? What do you mean? I don't know. I didn't know about that, about Taylor. Yeah, that she was a lesbian. Yeah. I think she said it on the opening season of OC, or maybe 1 or 2 episodes ago. I'm not really sure. Okay, somebody does call in and say that the chumps, that they hope Brandy and Julie are invited to Las Vegas for BravoCon. They don't seem to know anything about it. I hope Jeff doesn't wait till the last freaking minute and give us details, because I know there's a lot of us that aren't planning on BravoCon. I mean, I am. Already got my tickets, everything. But a lot of y'all would come in just for a Jeff Lewis thing. If he doesn't announce it till very last minute, the flights are going to be more expensive. You're going to be less likely to get a decent hotel. I mean, he's got to announce his stuff. If anyone gets Jeff Lewis to answer them on their DMs, please DM him and let him know. Because people are asking me, hey, let us know if he tells you anything. I'm like, that boy doesn't tell me anything. Like, he really doesn't. He's the most hands-off celebrity fan person ever. Like, he would never tell me anything. Jeff said he got in trouble for mentioning BravoCon. Yeah, but I think Brandy and Julie could say they're gonna, like, he's saying he can be there, right? Joey is Joey is married, but he said he had an affair with a woman. Did you hear that? I don't know about an affair. I think he had sex, but I don't know if that was before or after he got married to Brian either. Not really sure. I just know he said he's a bisexual. Kelly cried because she was upset and angry. Okay, but Darla, tell me where so I can go watch it. At the end of the regular Smash today, or at the end of the OC recap that they do, or any of it? Joey said he slept with women, not that he cheated. Yeah. What else? It was just crazy. I feel like it was a little awkward at the beginning of the Jeff Lewis after show. I love that they're being honest with us and telling us that they're getting in trouble by Jeff, but I just wonder if it's making them more in trouble by Jeff, or if Jeff loves the drama. You know, if Jeff loves, if Jeff realizes this is good for the viewers, because we want to hear, like they even said, Brandy and Julie said something like, it's a dream come true to almost get fired by Jeff Lewis. Like, if you don't, that means he doesn't give a rat's ass about you. I sort of agree, right? I mean, can you imagine? I cannot imagine dating Jeff Lewis or working for Jeff Lewis. I would probably be in a ball crying every single day, like literally. Do they want or like the job? That's my question. Julie said the issue is very small. I think it's all a bit. Oh, you think they're joking? I know people keep asking me if they're joking. I'm like, I don't know. I listen just like y'all do. Wendy says, I don't think Jeff is happy with them. Well, it's all about money in the end. And even when Jeff gets in trouble, like if y'all saw the video I posted, y'all, the commercial one, Jameson says, hey, we just got a message. We need to blow out these candles, the candles that they were lighting for, Patty Stanger's candles. And he said, request denied. Alyssa had to come in a few minutes and basically whispered in his ear, I'm sure, like, dude, don't make this hard on us. It's a safety hazard. You need to blow out these candles. And then Jeff made Joey blow out his candle, but he said, I'm not going to blow out my candle, and I'm going to light it every single day. He knows he gets in trouble from that. I don't know if it's all a bit, if he knows the listeners love that shit, or if he really is okay getting in trouble by HR for the ratings, or if he's just doing it willy-nilly, if that's just Jeffrey, I should say, right? I mean, it was definitely Jeffrey on the commercial breaks and the pre-show yesterday. Not so much the after show. That was like all fine. He was like, I'm going to walk Patty down to the, to Brandy and Julie. That all seemed normal, but the commercial and the pre-show that I posted up is crazy. Darla says, I'm still mad at Megan about that. Definitely team Heather. I love Brandy and Julie and Jackie Schimmel and Jeff Lewis, but they do best with Jeff on their own, and it's not as good. Wait, hold on. It's not as good. Yeah, I think it is Jeff being Jeffrey. Crazy. Mike says, I know he knows exactly what he's doing. He takes his anger with Stu on everything. Is Jeffrey upset that Brandy and Julie are getting rave reviews? Oh, I don't think he'd be upset about that at all. I mean, it's all about the money. He is a very good business person, but that's why he knows. That's the thing. You can never make Jeff Lewis listeners happy. We are very, very opinionated people, okay? Some people love when Jeff Lewis makes fun of people or gets almost canceled. Some people come at him. Y'all, you know how many times he's almost been canceled? I mean, forever. Laju Lee, this must be a network dilemma. I mean, HR nightmare, right? or PR perfection. I mean, which one is it? The more people, the more drama there is, more people talk about it, right? Oh, my daughter just shut my door on me. Too loud, Pay? Oh, she's going to use the restroom. Alyssa's in charge of programming, and this brattiness could affect her. Yeah. I did not like it today, speaking of brattiness, when he was talking about her. No, but the pheromones were not making anyone attracted to her. I thought that was super mean. Super mean. Anyways, well, we are at 30 minutes, and I try to keep it wrapped up to 30 minutes. Make sure you watch the replay. Make sure you like and comment. I would really, really appreciate it. If you're lucky enough to have a reality TV fan, a Jeff Lewis Live listener in your life, please share my accounts with them. I am on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, Facebook group, Facebook page. Make sure to like and follow any and every of those things. Everything is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Oh, that's true. They bring politics into the after show, and that's not cool with Jeff. They have their platform for that called Dirty Politics. Oh, shit. Dumb Gay Politics. They called me out today for one negative comment, but not my 20 nice comments. Wait, on the after. Oh, I haven't finished it all. Like I said, lots of mom duties today. Anyways, thank you so much, Chumbettes. I love that you can join live. It is so much more fun. But if you're watching on the replay, please like, please comment. We want to hear what you think also. Bye, Chumbettes. Bye, YouTubers.